this drum set is sort of my go-to rig for pretty much any kind of music that I'm doing, particularly like funky stuff, rock stuff, groove stuff. So the same configuration I used on the Daft Punk album, Random Access Memories, but also the same setup that I used for my new band project, Ozmosys. What I've got is I've got 3 rack toms that are 10, 12, and 13. And 2 floor tom-toms. We have a 14 and a 16-inch floor tom-tom. I'm using a 6.5 inch brass custom alloy pearl snare drum. Everything is pearl, by the way. Pearl reference series. In this case, the reference pure series. And on my left, what I call my auxiliary snare drum, in that position is the signature snare drum, my personal signature snare drum that came out many years ago with pearl. This is a 13 by 5 drum that's made of African mahogany. What I love about that drum is it has a pretty cool tuning range. It gets up in the range of a piccolo drum, but it also gets down pretty low depending on what type of drum head you put on it. So I sort of like to refer to it more as an alto snare drum than a piccolo snare drum because it has a slightly lower voice. All of the drums, as you see, are fitted with the Evans UV1 drum heads, Rezo 7s on the bottom. The drumsticks are, as usual, Vic Firth drumsticks. And depending on the music of the song, I'm either using my original signature Vic Firth stick, or I'm using a variation on an AJ1 that also has my signature on it. This is a wood tip stick, as you can see. This is a nylon tip for a bigger sound on the cymbals, particularly the ride, and in the situation where I don't have to worry about the tip wearing out on the cymbal. The reason I use nylon here is just to keep a consistent sound on the bell and the ride of the cymbal. Cymbal wise, from left to right, I've got this really fun stacker over here that is made up of, on the bottom, everything is Zildjian. It is a Zildjian VXT transformer, 14 inches. And I love it because it's a gnarly looking little guy. And on top of that, I have a cymbal that I don't see that often anymore. And it's a EFX remix cymbal with tambourine jingles on it. And it's just a cool sound. It's just a lovely sound. This is a 13-inch thin crash. Next to that is an Avitas 19-inch cymbal. Now, what's interesting about the Avitas product is that they're not really designated as a specific role inside of your setup. In other words, this cymbal could easily be a ride cymbal depending on how you touch it. It could be a crash cymbal. It has a lot of different sounds and a lot of personality. I love this, and it sort of reminds me of the cymbals that came out like in the 50s and 60s. Just a really incredible, lovely sound. And I'm also using from the same series these lovely hi-hats here. So cool. They're 14-inch Avitas hi-hats. And if you go to the other side of the kit, I've got a 20-inch K-Custom hybrid ride cymbal. Again, a cymbal that has a really versatile sound. I love it because it has a very generous sized bell. As you can see from the different techniques used to finish the cymbal, you have a section that is smooth at the bell, It's hammered just outside of the bell, and then the rest of it is laid like a normal Zildjian cymbal. It's a very cool and versatile sound. And then here we have an 18-inch K Sweet Crash. Also, you can see the finishing and the layering is different. That really gives that cymbal its unique personality. And last in the family is one of my favorite cymbals. This is called the K Custom Hybrid Trash Smash. And I like to refer to this cymbal as my chaos creation cymbal. I can just really like get some insanity going with that cymbal when I need to. But also it has a lot of detail and complexity, and so I can do a lot of things. And so when I'm choosing out a set of cymbals, I'm looking for cymbals that will allow me to express different moods and sounds and colors, and each one of these is a world unto itself, but together it's a lovely orchestra of tones. So that's my setup. Maybe I'll see you at the concert tonight. Ozmosys coming to your town soon.